Hi friend, today we're going to be going over the basics of how distance scans can work with the AO scanner. This is a super common question that I get, and I've tried to break it down on my Instagram, but I'm compiling all the information together in one video to hopefully explain this in the most put together way possible. So this subscription that you get with the AO scan is putting the wellness center into the palm of your hands. And really, you shouldn't let the unknowns of how it's working get in the way of you experiencing it and you really getting to start using this for you and your family. But I do want to just break down what I know from all of the trainings and studying that I've done over the last couple years, all about quantum. These are all the concepts that really helped me because I was skeptical in the beginning too. So first, I just want to introduce myself really quick in case we haven't met yet. I'm Caitlin Simmons. I've been using the AO scan for about 2 years now, just over, and it has completely changed my life. It's actually a huge reason I was able to switch my brick and mortar practice to go completely virtual and do what I'm doing now full time. I'm so grateful for this technology, and I want everyone to get to experience it. So let's start out by talking about energy healing. If this makes you feel uncomfortable or you're not so sure about energy healing, please hear me out through till the end of this video because this is going to help put things into perspective because energy healing is not woo-woo. I used to think it was too, but I promise you it's science. God made us to be made of energy, and I hope you'll see that by the end of this video. So you've actually probably already experienced energy healing if you've ever been to a chiropractor who used muscle testing, also known as applied kinesiology. It's when they press down on your arm to get feedback from your body to see if things are good for you, to see what's going on in your body. It's really amazing and a powerful form of biofeedback. I actually use muscle testing in my practice. I'm an emotion code and body code practitioner, and before that, I used it to help my clients get different supplement protocols. And lots of practitioners are utilizing muscle testing now. It can be performed at a distance, just like how the AO scanner can be used at a distance too, thanks to quantum physics. In case you haven't seen any of my past videos going over the AO scan technology, it is based on the works of scientists from around the world such as Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, Marie Curie, Raymond Rife, and many others. These advanced thinkers were united by their belief that everything at its most fundamental level is energy. Every cell of the body produces energy, frequency, vibration, and resonance. When the frequencies are in balance, the quality of life is optimized. I love this quote from Nikola Tesla. It would seem as though the Creator himself electrically designed this planet. I think you'll see that as we get through the rest of this presentation. We are all made up of 99.99999% energy. To be exact, if you want to get to the nitty-gritty of it, we are basically all energy. So if you were to look at your hand, or look at any part of your body, you would be looking at a solid. Your skin, your muscles, your bones. But if you were to zoom in with a really special microscope and zoom in all the way down to its tiniest parts, you would see that your hand and your whole body is actually just pure energy. This is from one of my favorite books, The Physics of Heaven. If you took the basic building block of all matter, which is the atom, and explore its smallest detectable parts, you would discover some subatomic particles that have been given strange names like quarks and leptons and neutrinos. And if you tinkered around deeper than the subatomic level, you would discover even stranger entities that cannot really be called particles because they're more like incredibly minute packets of energy that are constantly vibrating and seem able to change from particles of matter to waves of energy, like light, and back again. How incredible. So I want you to keep this concept in mind throughout the rest of the presentation. We are energy, and every single thing that God created is made up of energy too. Think back to in the Bible when he said, in the Word, it says he spoke and it was. Einstein said that all matter is energy. So if the very vibrations of God's voice created the universe, wouldn't it make sense that everything is energy and vibration? Although invisible, we are surrounded by energy and frequency every single day. You can't see the frequencies coming from your cell phone or from the cell towers, but you know it works because you can call your mom. You can't see the internet, but you're able to connect your laptop to Wi-Fi. You probably don't know how an MRI, an X-ray, or a CT scan works at your doctor's office, but your scans are going to show what's going on inside your body. Frequency is being used in modern medicine, in modern technology, in music, in everything. It is all around us. And the frequency of our words and thoughts affect water. And guess what? We are made up of mostly water. You can see in the pictures here some of the work of Masaru Emoto. These are pictures of water getting changed, the structure of water molecules getting changed by words. Look how different those look. Sounds, thoughts, words, and frequency have the power to organize water in coherent or chaotic ways. This is another thing we see in the Bible. The word tells us that the power of life and death is in the tongue. Could that be partially because the vibrations and the frequency coming from our words can create coherency or chaos? We also know that the kind of cells that you see on the screen, I'm not going to say it out loud, these kinds of cells actually shriek. They make a shrieking sound, which sound is vibration, which is frequency, energy, versus normal cells sound more pleasant. I believe this was discovered by James Gimzewski. Hopefully I pronounced that right. You can actually do a search for this here on YouTube if you're curious. The spelling of James's last name is Gimzewski. Hopefully that helps you find this on YouTube here if you are excited to dive deeper on that. But my point with sharing all of this is to help you see that we are energetic beings, influenced by energy, and every single part of us is either vibrating at healthy frequencies or diseased frequencies. We're either vibrating at health or disease or somewhere in the middle. I don't know about you, but I want to do everything I can to be vibrating at a frequency of health. Your heart has a measurable electromagnetic field. Actually, every organ that you have has an electromagnetic field, but right now we're just going to talk about the heart. Blessed is the one who fears the Lord always, but whoever hardens his heart will fall into calamity. Could that hardness of heart possibly be blocking our heart's electromagnetic field that we need? We know that the heart's electromagnetic field is actually been found to communicate. This energetic form of communication is referred to as cardioelectromagnetic communication. And the heart's electrical field is actually 60 times greater than our brain. According to the HeartMath Institute, the heart's electromagnetic field has been detected up to 3 feet away from the body, in all directions, using squid-based magnetometers. And if you followed me for any amount of time over on my Instagram, you know I talk a lot about the heart wall. This was something discovered by Dr. Bradley Nelson, trapped emotions around the heart, blocking vital energy flow. But our heart isn't the only thing that has an electromagnetic field, like we said, how each organ does as well, but our entire body has its own electromagnetic field, referred to as the biofield. The biofield extends anywhere from 6 feet, even up to 10 feet around our bodies. This is your energetic field. So not only is your body made up of energy, but you even have this torus-shaped electromagnetic field extending out around your body. Our cells hold information. Our mitochondria actually act like little antennas. So as you can see, as we keep diving into this, it is so complex the way that God made us, down to our cells, that our mitochondria are always gathering information from our environment, and they're communicating back with our body. They're constantly taking in information about the electromagnetic fields around us, good or bad, the emotions, light, vibrations, sounds, words, thoughts. They're taking it all in. So not only is sound and frequency and vibration affecting the water in our bodies, it's getting picked up by our little mitochondria deep inside the cell. And just a cool fact, just one of our mitochondria actually holds all the information about our bodies inside of it. Just a cool fun fact. And we also know that thoughts and emotions affect us physically because of different tests that many different researchers have run. We also see this with modalities like the emotion code and the body code, how Dr. Bradley Nelson believes that trapped emotions are attributing to up to 90% of pain in people. Plants also respond to certain sound frequencies. I believe all living creatures, all of creation, does respond to certain sound frequencies. In this case, we're talking about plants, but it has been proven that specific frequencies, high tones, classical music, and bird song cause plant stomata, the pores of the cells, to open and receive nutrients. Just like plants are influenced by sound, light, and the Earth's electromagnetic field, and even bird song, so are we. Have you ever seen the experiment where they had two plants and in the same room, and they had students go and say mean things to one of the plants and nice, loving things to the other plant? And then did you see how those two plants changed? That's another amazing, incredible example of how our words and intention and the energy behind those thoughts and words are impacting life. We were made to have a connection with the earth. We were made to also absorb natural light. We were made to be in the fellowship with other humans, to sing, to create music, and to pray. And all of those things hold frequency. We are influenced by frequency whether we like it or not. Everything has a frequency. Carrots have a specific frequency. Your eyes, coffee, music, your dog, bananas, water, anger, love, dirt, supplements, herbs, sickness, disease. Every single thing on this planet, in the universe, has a specific frequency that is unique to that thing. And the frequencies of the things around us are influencing our bodies, our mind, everything about us. So the energy and frequency of your cell phone, the music you listen to, the people you spend time with, your own thoughts, and everything around you is influencing you. And just like a carrot has its own unique frequency, you are unique, and you have your own unique frequency that is like your energetic fingerprint. I want you to remember that for later in this video. So I'm going to let this video play. It should be going right now, and you should be able to see how the metronomes eventually all get in sync with one another. This is a quantum concept called entrainment. Basically, whatever the strongest frequency in the room is or in that space is going to be influencing everything else nearby. This is why if you were to walk into a room and someone is really sad or really mad, you can instantly feel it. You can walk into a room and just feel the heaviness. This is why people say things like, you could cut the tension with a knife. And then it might make you start to feel that way. It might make you start to feel agitated, frustrated, depressed, or sad, or whatever that strong emotion was in the room that you walked into. Just like this example is showing you with the metronomes. This is how we are influenced by energy. Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So remember how I said everything has a unique frequency? Well, Solex has done the work of categorizing blueprint frequencies of thousands of items, including the healthy frequency of every organ, gland, tissue, meridian, and part of the body. So, plus frequencies for abundance and peace and hundreds of other things. So, when a scan is run with the AOScan technology, it is able to see what different parts of the body are resonating and vibrating in a frequency of health, that are in a state of health, and the things that are not vibrating in a state of health, that are not optimal. Then it's able to take optimizing and balancing frequencies and send those right back to the body. It is truly incredible. And I'm no stranger to bioresonance. I used bioresonance in my brick and mortar practice previous to this. And let me tell you, that $15,000 device that I had could not send optimizing and balancing frequencies to my clients' bodies. All we could see was what was out of balance. And that's how a lot of bioresonance devices are on the market. So because Solex has done the work of categorizing all of these frequencies, this is how we can scan and optimize the body, like I said, and how we can have an entire frequency generator in our AOScan subscription, meaning we can use the frequency for immune support or Lyme detox or mold detox or abundance or peace, calm, and tranquility. All of these different things are able to be used in the AOScan. When a portion of the body is vibrating out of ease and out of harmony, we call this condition dis-ease. Jonathan Goldman. So, how cool is it that we can not only identify what's vibrating out of harmony in the body with the AOScan, but we can also send those frequencies directly back to those areas that are out of whack to encourage it back towards homeostasis and health. You're probably wondering, okay, Caitlin, but how does this work from a distance? That's why I'm watching this video. I want to know. Everything I've talked about so far is helping lay the groundwork for you to understand how this is working from a distance. But the short answer is quantum entanglement. Now, I am not a quantum physicist myself, so I cannot explain this in the most scientific way, but I'm going to do my best. So what is quantum entanglement? It's also known as the principle of non-locality. We are all connected through the quantum field. Quantum entanglement may have been referred to as spooky action at a distance by Albert Einstein. So what quantum entanglement means is that no matter the distance, two particles can be affecting each other instantaneously. This means that we can use things like the AO scanner and muscle testing from any distance, because with quantum entanglement, there is no distance that can separate how something is going to affect the other particle. And the way this was figured out years and years ago, this has been around for a long time, guys. We're just now hearing about it. But the researchers did tests on, there's so many different ones. One of them was they had two people that had never met, and you'll have to look this up yourself if you want to know in more depth. Hopefully I'm not butchering the story. But two people who did not know each other before had them meet for a brief second, hardly exchange any words. And then they put one of the people in a Faraday cage, which, if you know what a Faraday cage is, that is something that should be blocking all electrical signals, electromagnetic fields. Basically, nothing should be able to get through. The things that they did to the person outside of the Faraday cage were also affecting the person inside the Faraday cage. And they believe this to be because of quantum entanglement. Because the two people had some kind of interaction, there was quantum entanglement that happened. And so even though there was a Faraday cage in between them and they didn't know anything about each other, the things done in the experiment were affecting both of them without them having any knowledge of it. Another one is they were able to take I believe it was two atoms, or two molecules of some sort, it might have been two atoms, and separated them. But they had already been together at some point, so they had this quantum entanglement. And no matter how far apart they put these molecules, whatever they did to the one, let's say the one on the left, would happen to the one on the right, and vice versa. And so this is how they started to figure out what quantum entanglement was, and it has forever changed science because scientists have to be aware of this when they're doing experiments. This is quantum physics. This is also how prayer works. We are able to pray for someone on the other side of the country or on the other side of the world, and it works. If you're a praying person, you know that there is power behind your prayers, just like there's power behind our thoughts and energy and frequency. And this stuff is becoming more widely known, not just in the energy healing and holistic community, but this is going mainstream. You can search this one here on YouTube if you want. Quantum Entanglement 2022 Nobel Prize in Physics. Incredible. Researchers have captured quantum entanglement in real time. Literally, it's amazing. Reading this article here, you can search this, the Visualizing the Mysterious Dance. If you type that into Google, you will find this article. Reading that might also help you wrap your head around this concept. But I will say, if this is all just going over your head and this just feels like too much to understand or comprehend, don't worry about it. Just know that there is incredible science to back up this technology. So basically what all of this means is everything I've been trying to explain to you. Particles become intertwined when they interact, and that interaction can be what we found. It can be as simple as a cell phone connection, a connection on the internet, any kind of connection. And then they can influence each other thereafter. Think about how twins seem to have that telepathy. They're able to have that connection. That's another good way to think of this, is like that twin connection. Or how a mom can have a sensing that something is going on with her child, even if they're on the other side of the country. She can know and feel what's going on with her child. So there's so many stories around this, so many different studies, so many brilliant people have explained this in other ways. So if this is something you want to dive into and understand on a greater level, by all means, dive deep. It's so fascinating. Another cool fact is China even has a quantum encrypted communication satellite that relies on quantum entanglement to work. So this is not just our little holistic device that we're using here. This is in the big stuff. This is in satellites. This is in technology. And it's being used and it's being relied on. Okay, now back to the AO scanner. You have your unique frequency, unlike anyone else's. In the AO scan, we create a client profile where you input specific details about yourself. Your name, your height, your weight, your picture, the date of birth. This creates a target for the AO scan to send and broadcast frequencies to. There's our connection. Think of how your key fob for your car will only unlock your car in a parking lot full of cars. There can be thousands of other cars in the parking lot, but your key fob is programmed to the frequency to unlock your car, no one else's. This is exactly what we're doing with the AO scan. We programmed it with your client profile to target you. You're the target. And it's all because of frequency. No one has the same fingerprint as you. The AO scan uses the selected client profile as its target, like I said. And thanks to quantum entanglement, the scanner can connect to you no matter the distance. Just like your cell phone can call another cell phone thousands of miles away when you punch in that number, if you punch in your sister's phone number, it's not going to call some random guy in another country. It's going to call your sister. And you probably don't understand the full science behind how your cell phone works, but you know it works because you pick up your phone and you call your family members or your friends or your work. You use the cell phone, regardless if you understand exactly how it works. We don't question the frequencies making our cell phone work or the internet work or Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So why do we get so skeptical when we think about using frequency and technology for health and well-being. Just like earlier, I shared how we already have frequency being used in modern medicine. The AO scan uses technology used by NASA. This kind of technology has been around for a long time, and I think we're going to be seeing it and hearing about it a lot more as time keeps going on. So if you are venturing into the world of frequency and energy, you are truly courageous. You're learning and sharing truths before they're mainstream. You're paving the way for others to come before you, to come after you. And it seems like a new concept now, and you are really amazing for even considering this, for even watching this video. But I will say, if it gives you any peace of mind to know that this has been around for a long time, it just takes a while for science to catch up, or for us to, I guess, accept the things that sound crazy. So are you ready to get the AO Scan subscription? If you are, keep listening. As we get a better understanding of how little we know about the body, we begin to realize that the next big frontier in medicine is energy medicine. So when you sign up for the AO Scan, you have a couple of choices. You can sign up as a preferred customer or a quantum living advocate, or a retail customer, but retail pays full price, so I don't recommend that. Being a preferred customer means that you'll be on an auto ship, most likely just for the subscription, which can be paused or canceled at any time, and that's all you need to run scans, to do everything you need to do in the AO Scan, and you'll be able to log in from any device. Now, being a quantum living advocate, or a QLA, is exactly the same as being a preferred customer, except you open up the business opportunity. You'll be able to have your own customized link that you can send to others who can then purchase through you, and you can start building your Solex business and join my team. I'll include all the links and information that you need in the description of this video. And remember, the OG AO Scan was once only available for $38,000, and it was around for quite a while, plus a subscription meant for practitioners and doctors. So practitioners and doctors had to spend $38,000 plus a subscription to be able to have this technology. Now, any of us can have the entire scanner for just $149 a month. The subscription includes unlimited scans and optimization, sound therapy, mind sync, affirmations, and frequency generating for as many people as you want. And like I said, you can pause or cancel at any time if you need to. And this I just want to touch on because it's only available for your initial purchase, and you can save money by getting a bundle. This is going to set your business and your health up for success. I've personally had to purchase each of these things individually and paid full price. So I wish these bundles would have been an option when I first started. So definitely take advantage of these. I'm so excited for you to get started using this technology and hopefully joining our growing team and changing the world with quantum wellness, one person at a time. Please reach out to me with any questions and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can learn more by following me over on Instagram at Caitlin Simmons Official. I also have a page totally about the AO Scan called the Breakthrough_Revolution. And I'm mostly active in my DMs over on Instagram. So this is where you'll get the best support. Okay, friends, thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll talk soon. Bye.